G'day guys, Jason here from Positive Real Estate, and hey, just a quick Friday email to give you some updates and some tips and some strategies as we always do. This week I want to talk about maybe the marketplace for a few seconds and show you a few ideas that at Positive Real Estate we're teaching our clients how to make sure that they're safe in the marketplace and they're making money every single time they buy a piece of real estate. A lot of commentary going around now about the Australian property market and will it go up, will it go down, will it go sideways, etc, etc, etc. And the reality is none of us as property investors can control what happens in the future, but we must always be clever and smart about how we manage our risk for the future and make sure we feel that we've done the best we can to minimise any issues that might occur in the future. One great way to do that is to make sure that your property portfolio has some good cash flow assets in there, potentially even positive cash flow assets, so when the time comes to holding some properties, maybe for a little bit longer than normal, that you've got the comfort factor of some positive cash flow in your pocket or some neutral cash flow in your portfolio. One thing we do at Positive Real Estate is we show people different strategies to get different outcomes using different techniques in different states in Australia and taking advantage of strategies and opportunities which can create cash flow and choose the right market for the right time to be in place for the right potential capital growth as well. Right now, a strategy we're using very, very successfully is putting granny flats in the backyard of houses in Sydney especially, and throughout New South Wales if you wanted to do it anywhere in New South Wales, but especially in Sydney right now. It's fantastic. The biggest city is in Australia, good rental demand, a brand new granny flat in the back of a house in Western Sydney for between $250,000 and $300,000, and it shoots the rent, skyrockets through the roof, and you end up with a property around about $300,000 to $320,000 after all your costs and associated expenses, and it rents for between $500 and $600 a week. Now, in anyone's book, in any capital city, not to mention Sydney, a property that for $300,000 and renting for $500 plus dollars a week is a good deal. So check out these things that we've just launched at Positive Real Estate through our association company, Positive Renovations, and our new Positive Real Estate coach and support person, Rick Stapleton, who takes care of the granny flats. Here, check it out, and I'll speak to you in a minute.
Hi, Rick Stapleton from Positive Renovations. Thanks for clicking through the email and being interested in granny flats for property investors. We've designed two basic floor plans which maximise the return on dollar spend. Under legislation, you're allowed to build up to 60 square metre granny flats in your backyard. However, our designs are slightly smaller than this, being 28 square metres for a one bedroom and 37 square metres for a two bedroom design. The rent, however, you achieve for these smaller designs is only slightly less than what you would achieve for the larger design. However, the cost of building the smaller designs is much lower, hence the optimal return on your investment. Our team has refined the process in getting the approvals for your granny flat in your backyard, and we've optimised the designs accordingly. Positive Renovations has a 5-step process in approving and installing a granny flat in your backyard. The first step in the process is we either do it in your existing property in New South Wales, or if you don't have one, we'll find one for you. Now, this is important. The New South Wales incentive is for investors Australia-wide, so you don't have to be living in New South Wales to take advantage of this. For example, we have a Western Australian investor who has bought a property in Western Sydney, and we're currently installing a granny flat in their backyard. The second step in the process is we will do the approval process for you. You don't have to get involved. Now, this is important for you. You don't need to worry about it. Our approvals team is the best in New South Wales, and they're responsible for doing hundreds of applications each year. So they know all the councils and the ins and outs, etc. The third step in the process is the funding. Now, you can go and get the funding yourself, and this is best done through an equity loan in an existing property. However, if you need help, we have a great team of financiers and brokers who can do this for you, and they understand how to get finance for granny flats. The fourth step in the process is that we will construction manage the granny flat for you. You don't have to worry about it. We'll let you know as each stage gets completed. For example, the end of the foundation stage, the fix out stage, the lock up stage, etc., and final completion. We will notify you and we will update photos on the website for you. The fifth stage in the process And the final stage is we will even find you a tenant. So fill out the form and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. Even if you're not sure if you want one of our granny flat packages, fill it in anyway and you'll receive an investment software package which will enable you to look at the cash flows of your proposed granny flat to see whether it's right for you. You'll also receive an ebook guide containing valuable granny flat information, and thirdly you will get the New South Wales Government Planning Guide. I look forward to working with you in the future and helping you out with your granny flat inquiry.
So there you go, guys. You heard from Rick Stapleton, who takes care of all the granny flat stuff at Positive Real Estate, and he also takes care of some other things, helping our clients in the mentoring program that we run at Positive Real Estate with strata titling and subdividing and project managing renovations interstate for our clients. Hey, listen, when you come along to one of our property information nights, which I encourage you to do, you'll hear about these sorts of things. You'll hear about granny flats, you'll hear about how to do renovations, how to find properties at a discount, how to strata and subdivide, marketplaces to avoid and marketplaces to get into, which marketplace is the best mining town marketplace right now, cash flow versus capital growth, having a strategy. At our property information nights, the guys who do the presentations there are our professional coaches who've been coaching clients for many, many years successfully buying property and putting together their purchasing strategies for property investing. So come along. We'd love to see you at one of those nights. I know you'll have a good time. And until we see you out in the marketplace or at one of our property information nights, take care and bye for now.